Hey, it's Jim Galvin here. I am a lighting programmer, work on movies and commercials and TV shows, and sometimes I need the console to go where I gotta go. And I need to have it quickly, very quickly set up and working. So I put this together many years ago, really quite a few years ago. So let's take a look at it. First thing you should see, it is built in a Pelican 1560 case, which means it has wheels and a handle. These are old touchscreen monitors, and everything's touchscreen here. This is also touchscreen down here. So it has two monitors. It's really quite messy. I had it all much neater at one point, but I did it with Velcro tape, and the Velcro just melts and sags, and so I want to print 3D print things to hold everything in, but like little boxes and stuff, but I haven't done it yet. Maybe I'll get to it over Christmas. Inside here I have the X keys, which I like a lot. I tried the LX keys recently, and I did not like it. I keep that in the bottom. Here is the mouse, also ready to go. And inside, it's quite a mess, honestly. Tried to cut down some of the wiring, so like I have this outlet here. This is where it plugs in on the other side, and I just wired that right into a power strip. This power strip's actually very recent to the box. It's not even a week old. I just put it in there. You know, trying to keep the amount of crap inside down is kind of hard, because there's a lot of things you don't think about. Like, there's a lot of adapters. The monitor gets an adapter, so that's two adapters. You get the USB adapter to provide extra 5 volts. We got a computer adapter over here. So anyway, here's the Apple adapter. So trying to keep the weight down is problematic, and maybe this wasn't such a great idea. If I had my choices, I'd put all the weight right up against this wall, so that when I open the case, it's not as tippy. Anyway, this is a very kind of an old Nook here. It's mounted to the box. It's been a good little Nook, I have to say. It's quite old now. Inside the Nook is the ETC dongle. So I put it on, and got a USB header on the board. So I just got a USB to header to USB socket, I guess you'd call it, and I just stuck the dongle inside. So it's all there. I was thinking about getting a puck at the time, but I kind of like having, this is a Windows 7 based. What I like about that is I can add other software, like I could do like the gadgety stuff, or run other software. In fact, you'll see here, this is the Grand MA 2-port node, which is what I had when I first put this box together, and this was the basis of the system for a long time. I should really probably install this bad boy. This would make more sense to me. It's a little bit lighter too, and that would give me 3 outputs, and I would use 1 for input. I have an Apple router. I had another router that had external antennas, but I'm not sure if this seems to work better. It just does. Of course, you can't go too far. I'd say the most brilliant thing I've done with this box, besides putting the gadget in here, the dongle in here, is these 2 bars. These are just bars. These are I think they're called open beam, and they're just a hacker bar. You can use 80/20 or whatever you have, and I just cut them to fit in the box, and then this just sits on top of them pretty much. Most of the time that's how I roll it. I don't even put stuff in between these 2 monitors. When you close it, it's all good to go. The Grand MA, I'm using this, and I have this little box here. And when I turn it on, this becomes sliders. Hold on. Data page. There it is. So you can see that as I slide this up and down, it works fine. And it's nice and smooth. And I'm using that through streaming ACN and some show control craziness here. I just have a few hooked up. Yeah, I hit the power button, that's why it went off, but that's fine, it's back. It gets a little warm in here. Sometimes I have a little fan I put on. Here's my little USB fan. And what's kind of cool about this console is it could actually run ETC Nomad stuff. It can run Grand MA1 or Grand MA2, or it can actually even run Cobalt. So it's quite adept at doing lots of different things, but it is a good solid machine if you got to be out on the street and in weird places. This is my very little keyboard. You're not writing a novel, but it's great for Control C, Control P, you know, and labels. And yes, I really need to clean it up. That's a nightmare in there, but you know, it still works great. And the rentals have been very good on it. So I suggest you know, if this is the kind of work you do, it's pretty easy to put together. I would say get a newer Intel Nook. Look for one that has multiple monitor ports on it. But I think that's really the only thing you really need to know. That and a good Pelican case. Maybe get a Pelican case that have big fat wheels, because dragging around the city can be a drag. Alright, that's it for me. Jim Galvin signing off. Bye.